either leave my palms hanging by the sides with my fingers wrapped around the top, or my palms holding it by the base and my fingers stretching out to the shoulder buttons. It's not completely unbearable, but the lack of definition leaves it feeling flat and awkward to use for long play sessions. In regards to everything else about the console, it's got a stylus more akin to the one on the DS Lite, doing away with the retractable one the 3DS had, and despite it not being able to display 3D visuals, it still has the same amount of cameras as the 3DS, making your pictures compatible between the systems. It has a slider to put the system to sleep mode. The mono speaker makes for a very lacking hearing experience, and the viewing angle of the screens feels awkward, but I may just be used to playing with the top screen at a slight angle. Worst of all though, its design doesn't lend itself well to portability. The new Nintendo 2DS XL. The first thing that popped me was big. This thing was friggin' huge! The new 2DS XL was a portal to seeing the 3DS software through a lens I never once got a chance at seeing. That being big. Seriously, having only used the standard editions of these consoles for more than a decade, I cannot stress enough how much the size difference struck me by surprise. It being of the lineup of the new 3DS consoles, it has a lot more things to put on the box. The power of 2. It's got the power of 2, folks! Twice the size, twice the fun, and only twice the dimensions! It offers the extra shoulder buttons, a C-stick, a faster processor, and NFC support. Thing is, I can't seem to get into a groove with this system. It takes after its older brother, the 2DS, but takes it to the extreme lengths of measurements. Not in regards to the ergonomics, this one deserves bongo points for that. It feels very comfortable, but it's everything else surrounding it that detracts from the experience. This console feels very cheap, not to the point where it feels fragile, just really flimsy. For example, the top screen. It has a noticeable wobble. Not enough to ruin the experience, but it can be distracting. The clean smartphone-looking top screen is something that is nearly always brought up when discussing this console, which is neat, I guess, but the trade-off is that everything is crammed into the bottom piece of the console. Most notably, the speakers. They're located in the most god-awful spot, in the area where your palms would be resting. Unlike the 2DS, which uses its own screen, the new 2DS XL just uses the same panels as the new 3DS XL, but without the 3D effect, so it gains no resolution advantage. The flap that covers the game card slot is also pretty annoying. Not that you'd really ever use them, but the camera's placement makes them awkward to use. Worst of all, the stylus. My god, this thing is terrible. The new Nintendo 3DS. It seemed like after going 2D twice in a row, it was time to go back to the basics with a new 3DS, resembling more of what I had originally.